I will literally die on this hill because I know that there are people who are like, and I've seen it. I've seen it happen to people in my office who are like deals or lost clients because they're like, well, you're a mom and you're too busy and I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't want those clients.
Don't want them.
I don't want
Not for
them.
me.
Not for me. Great. Find somebody else. Because if you
Yeah.
don't think that I have enough time for you because I'm spending time with my children, one, you're really self-centered. And two, you're just wrong. Because
Right.
I most of us who are working parents work our fucking ass off, right? Like
Right.
to do it, to quote unquote do it all. So anybody who says to me or who has this feeling that I might not have time for them, they're right. They're
Yeah.
right.
What's the saying? Like, you want something done, give it to a busy person.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Medeiros. And I'm Colleen Hungerford. And this is We're Doing This Right, right? A podcast for the whole woman, mind, body, soul, and business. It's humor infused, as real as it gets, inspiring, and you'll walk away with real usable tools for life and business. If you love what you're hearing, please share with a friend, subscribe so you'll never miss an episode, and rate and review whenever you listen. So find your earbuds, lace up your walking shoes, or cozy up with a beverage of your choice. It's time to dig in.
Like,
Yeah.
give it to any mom, working parent I know. Like, that shit is going to get done because we
Yeah.
are pretty intentional with our time.
Yeah.
I know
And can
I
handle a
can
lot of
juggle
shit.
17,000 things at any given time. Yeah.
So
And I
I
mean,
think
again, back to my team and your team, like, it's why we
mhm,
built a fucking team because we don't
right.
want to have to be everywhere and do everything. Like,
Yes.
that's
I have a
not
new
real.
agent on my team and he is married but does not have children yet and young or whatever. And we were talking about vacations and like because fall break is coming up for us and things like that. And he was like, well, I have this trip planned, and I've been planning for 6 months, and my brother's, like just had a new baby. We want to go out and see her, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. And he's like, and the closing is going to be like right when we're supposed to be there. Like, but, and so I'll do whatever you tell me to do, Colleen. Like, if you think I need to move it or whatever. I was like, no. I was like, absolutely not. We do not move vacations for closings. We do
No.
not. We do not move family trips. We do not move. I said, that is why we have a team. That is why we have a team. I said, any one of us can go to your closing. It's literally not a big deal. And I never want us to be a team or a culture or a people where I know people who have not gone on vacation or moved vacation or not gone to do things because their clients had a closing or they had a this or that. And listen, I'm going to say this for the public to hear, whoever is listening. Your realtor, for the most part, I would say most of us, good ones, we want to be there. We want to see every single part of every part of the transaction. We want to be there for those things, but there are going to be times when we can't. And this is true for any industry like ours, right? Any client-based industry. Like you start something, you want to see it to the finish, but like also, I'm not going to change I literally had it one time. I was like, asked Bob, and I was like, this was a couple years ago. I was like, I'm going to be in Paris when this closes. Should I come back early? And she was like, no. And my clients would have been like, that's fucking dumb.
Well, and
Like,
think about like if you are on a team and you came back early, what does that say to your teammates? That you don't trust them, that they're not
right,
capable? Like that doesn't
right.
feel good,
No,
you
no.
know? And like exactly like you said, your clients, like would they realistically be like, yeah, Colleen, that 40th birthday, no, you'll get another one next year.
Right, right,
Come
right.
on.
And again, it goes back to client acquisition
And
and it
we don't
goes
want those
back,
fucking clients
we
if
don't
they're
want
like
those
that.
fucking clients. And I think I will die on this hill. I will die on the hill of like client acquisition and targeting your marketing to get the clients that you want is the most important part of your business because of all of these subsequent things. And now we've really gone on a tangent, but I will die on this hill. Like this
Yeah,
is the
no,
hill
I
that I
think
will
it's
die
really
on because
important.
you can't take these days if you've got psychotic clients that are like hounding you and don't know that you're of any value or don't feel like you're a person or they think that you're like their life your life revolves around their life. And there are people like that in the world, unfortunately.
Well, and I
So,
think part of this too is like training your clients from onboarding of like, I'm a
correct.
member of a
Communication. Yeah.
team. I'm a human. There will be times where like I simply can't be everywhere. And so I have these very qualified, wonderful humans that are going to be here to step in for me in that incident. And I'm introducing you to them now. So there's no
Yeah.
surprise. And you're going to see them on the text thread. You're going to see them on the email. This is important. It's part of our process. We've set ourselves up for success so that we can set you up for success. I
Right.
keep using the language like my teammate's going to be there just so I can better serve you, so that we can better provide service for you because I'm still
Yeah.
going to be a human over here in the same way that you're a
Well,
human.
and I think there is something to be said as you're saying this. I'm thinking about this, and it's like maybe something that I want to formulate for my team is like, this is a big deal and it needs more than one person. Like, it's a
Yes.
complex situation and it's going
God
to need
forbid.
more than one person.
Yes. Like, God forget, I'm in a car accident. I get a migraine and I can't fucking open my eyes. My kid's in the hospital. Like, these are all very valid things that happen every fucking day to people. And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I don't want my life to ever interfere with the very important
Right.
milestone happening in my client's life.
Correct.
Like, there's no
Correct.
room for that. This is too important. Exactly. We need
Yeah.
to formulate the verbiage around like
Yeah.
your deal is too important to only have one person working it.
Right. But you
Okay.
always need a backup. Okay. What's our next day
Your
of
backup needs
taking?
a backup. We need a contingency plan. Okay. Our next one is the Be a Tourist, Have an Adventure Day. And
I
so the theme
love this.
here is like fresh eyes in a familiar place or break the routine to spark joy. So, like, that's kind of what we're looking at with like this Be a Tourist and Have a mini adventure. How this might actually look in your life is like you finally go to that new restaurant down the street that you've been hearing
Yes.
about. There's the hiking
Yes.
trail that you keep hearing about. There's a neighboring town that has a festival that you've always seen advertised and you've never made the time. Go have an experience in your community or outside if you want to
Yeah.
venture, but don't feel like you have to break the bank to do this. This could really simply be like try that new lavender latte down the street. I don't know if that's a thing.
Yes. That's a thing.
Is that a thing? Okay, great. Look at me. I'm so hip. Hiking trail,
Well,
restaurant,
this is
movie.
like this is a great like thing that maybe you could try to do. I was thinking about this because we have fall break coming up, right? And it's always here the culture is and in the communities that I'm in, it's like, where are you going for fall break? And we're going to Michigan, which I love.
Shocking.
But I know people that aren't traveling. I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, well, what do you, like, what are you going to do during fall break? Because it's like a conversation thing, right? And they're like, well, we're not going anywhere. Like, but we're going to go down to the new Intercontinental Hotel and have high tea because they have high tea. And we're going to go to this restaurant, and that we've been wanting to go to. And this is that same concept. Now, you don't
It's
have to do it
staycation.
over, yeah, like you don't have to do it over a bunch of days in a fall break, but also thinking about like working parents, like when your kids are on these breaks and you don't have childcare, this is also a time where you could either take a day or take a half day to kind of do some of those like exploring in your own area. I think is so fun. Where would you go if you
Hmm.
were, what would you do, Cheryl? What would be
Well,
your,
we do
where would you go?
staycations a lot. We
I
do
know. Where are you
staycations. We
gonna go?
have the
Where are
Madonna
you gonna
Inn
go?
here.
Oh yeah.
Well, so yeah, the Madonna Inn is one of my favorites. They've got like the best pool for kids because it's got like the beach entrance, and it's
Oh
got two
yeah.
hot tubs and
I've
it's
always
all
wanted to stay
pink
there.
and
Mm-hmm.
like so fun and the kids love it. And they have the pink champagne cake and it's like such a fun adventure. We do the Madonna Inn every year on the last day of school. We go and we get like a piece of cake and French fries and we celebrate the last day of school at Madonna Inn. It's like a
That's
memory I
so
want to
fun.
like have them have forever with how fun. And then we've
How
done a lot of
far is that
birthdays
from
there.
you? How far is
It's
that
in
from you?
slow. It's 25 minutes. It's 5 minutes from my office. It's between me and
It
Alex's work right now.
is?
Yeah. Yeah, it's right here.
I just always have driven by that so many times, like on a drive to San Francisco
Yeah.
or whatever it was. And we always wanted, my sister's been there. I was always like, oh my God, Madonna Inn, we're gonna stop there, blah, 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 blah. And then I never
Yeah, it's
have.
great. If you haven't seen it, it's obnoxiously pink and so fun.
It's
Great
so cool.
steakhouse at night too. Good breakfasts. We have one friend that does her birthday there every year. She's in July. And so if you book spa appointment, you get to use the pool all day. And the pool is like up on a hill,
Mm.
overlooking slow. It's fantastic. I love it. I frequent Madonna Inn. That's one of my favorite. adventure staycations. Alex and I will do like a date there. We'll have massages and then get a little tipsy and then go to Costco and like buy more than we need. Like such a fun couple's day
That sounds
too.
so fun.
Which on that note, I'm adding a day to our list here. And the day is like a
Okay.
couple's day. If you are in a partnership, I do feel
Yeah.
like you should both take a day off together at least a couple times a year, midweek to like kind of do all the things, like do some adventure, walk around and make your priority list of shit that needs to get done at the house, take your kids to
Yeah.
get their passport. Like, I think
Yeah.
that's an important, and then like get a hike in. Like, there's nothing better than on a Tuesday afternoon, Alex and I being on a hike together while like the world is just
That
happening.
sounds
I
so
think that's
fun.
really nice. We love hiking
That
on the
sounds
Central
really
Coast. If you're
nice.
not from here, that's always an adventure day. Like, try a new trail.
Okay.
Go to the movies in the middle of the
Okay.
day. Yeah, I love it. Okay,
Oh,
so
that
then
sounds fun. Okay.
our next one is a personal favorite. It is the
Hmm.
reconnection day. So the theme is relationships are the real ROI, so return on investment. And
Yes.
I believe that from just like a personal standpoint, but then as you all know, I truly buy into that from a professional standpoint as well.
Yeah.
I know that the effort that I'm putting into my friendships, my relationships, my sphere of influence, if you will, it pays back tenfold. People that know, like, and trust
Absolutely.
you are the people that are going to work with you, and they're the people that are going to refer to you. But more than that, they're the people that fill your soul and your cup and like
Yeah.
bring
Yeah.
you joy and are there for you when you need a community. The number of people that I've had check on me this year in regards to what's going on with Emmy has been like
Hmm.
huge. And like to have a community in a time of need is so freaking valuable. And then to show up and be that community for someone else, so rewarding.
Yeah. I I was thinking about this like when you first said it, I was like, okay, like connect with like your partner, but I also think this is a great time to like just reconnect with like a friend or like
Yeah.
or even like reconnect with your kid. Like take your kid out of school one day and go do something cool with them. Like that might be fun,
Mm-hmm.
especially I think when you have multiple children, it's hard to get
Mm-hmm.
one-on-one time with your kids. So like that might be a cool thing to do. But also, I was just thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool to just spend like an hour or two just like checking in or texting like people you like? You know what I mean?
Right.
Just like I do
Yeah.
that for work and I love that, but sometimes it feels like a work thing, right? But like to just be like, oh man, I really wanted to text Cheryl and just I haven't talked to her in forever and see how she's doing. Like maybe they can't text you back right then, or maybe they can't talk to you right then, but like just to like do it. This sounds so fun.
It still feels like a warm and fuzzy to them to receive. Like I keep thinking, so when Emmy had her post-op bleed, the first one, we were in the
Hmm.
Bay Area with nobody
Yes. Yeah.
around. All my kids were there. We had to go to the hospital. She had surgery in the middle of the night. And I reached out to Darcy Moore, I love you. I don't, is Moore your last name right now? Or was that your last name in college? Yeah, that was your last name in college. She's Darcy Jeffcoat now. Anyhow, maiden names and married names are very hard to keep track of, you guys.
No,
Anyhow,
I
she and I lived
disregard married
together in
names.
college. She was my first friend in college, adore her to the end. I had not seen her since before I had August. August is 8 years old. Okay. Now before that, we just both had kids and we got busy in
Yeah,
life and work and all the things. But I love her dearly. And it's one of those relationships you could pick up where you left off. But
yeah,
I called her when we were in the hospital and I'm like, I need you to drive an hour to Stanford Children's Hospital to pick up two of my children that have never met you. And then I'm going to need you to take them to my hotel and stay the night with them. Okay, thanks. I wish that I had been taking time over that last 9 years to reconnect and call her more than I had. Like we had
yeah.
spoken on the phone. It hasn't like we didn't not talk for 9 years, but
Right.
like those relationships are worth taking an hour out of your quarter to make those phone calls.
Yes. Yeah,
Like that is
agreed.
so worthwhile. She feels
I
really connected
got,
to me because she listens to the podcast. So a
oh,
lot of my friends feel
yes.
like they're reconnecting with me a lot because they get to hear
Yes.
me blab here, but I need to make those phone calls and connect with
I
them
love
as
that.
well.
You know what I got
Hmm.
the other day? This was so funny. There was a agent who used to be at my brokerage and he changed, switched brokerages, whatever, younger guy. And I really liked him. I thought it was so fun, so cool. And he sent me like a voice, like a video message the other day, a video text the other day. And I was on the phone and I was like, oh God, a video text. Like, ugh, just tell me what you want. You know what I mean? Like, I was like,
Hmm.
just text
Are
me.
there going to be captions on this?
Yeah, like I don't. And
I don't
then
want sound.
such an I'm such an asshole. I like finally like open up the message and he just sent me like, oh my God, the nicest message. He was just like, it was basically like, hey, Colleen, I was just thinking about you. I just wanted to tell you, he's like, I didn't tell you enough, like, what a good mentor you were for me when I was at the agency and like how much you supported me and how much you blah, blah, blah. And I recommended that he do the listings lab, which was something that I had done with Jess Lenavelle. And he's like, that changed my business. And I just think like, and like, I just went on and was like, so nice. It was like, first of all, I felt like a dick because I was like, oh, video message. Like, but it was really nice. And like it made me feel really nice. And I know it made him feel really good to just like send that out. And it's like just that reminder that and that was it, by the way. Like there was nothing that he wanted. There was nothing. I kept waiting, you know, like cynical.
For the
I kept
ask.
waiting for
What's the
like the
ask?
punch, like what's the ask, or is he trying to recruit me to his brokerage, or is he, you know what I mean, like whatever. And that was it. And he was just like, I think that you're really kicking ass. And he said the thing that we all really love. He's like, when I think, you know, as realtors, he's like, when I think of a Carmel realtor, I think of you, and I think you're doing such a good job, and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh my God, it was so nice. And it was one of those moments where like you needed that kind of thing. But it was really nice because I do think you and I and a lot of our listeners are the people who would send those messages, but aren't always necessarily the people that receive those messages. Right.
Hmm.
And it was just like to feel the impact of what that feels like is really really lovely. Like I don't want to say intense, but it was like really just amazing and lovely. And like here I am talking about it on the podcast, right? Because it was worth it was of value and it was so thoughtful. Anyway, so maybe doing that, like maybe you sit and do a bunch of like voice texts or voice messages or voice videos or whatever it is and send those off to people. That would be super fun to do. Before we jump on to the next thing, the other thing that I wanted to say was with the, I was asking about this the other day with AI now. There's so many things that we're seeing, and this came up in a couple conversations. Like what we're seeing now is that people want more connection and they want more in life, in real life connection so that they can see somebody and trust somebody and see that it's real and whatever. And I just think that like that's going to continue to be really important is to do these videos and send video messages even though they're annoying to receive sometimes, or even like a voice message which like can be AI, but you know when it's somebody's like real voice, right? But these opportunities for us to connect along with like taking this day to do this, but these opportunities for us to connect I think are going to be just so important for us as people, like as business owners, but then also those of us who have children, like so important for our kids and things like that as well. So, anyway, just don't sleep on this reconnecting thing.
Okay,
Okay,
we're back with a take two. The dying AirPods seem to be just a fucking shit show, but here we are.
here we
And
are again. You guys missed a really good conversation about Cheryl's eye makeup.
you guys
So,
did.
anyway,
We like zoomed in on my eyes. We talked about aging and how we have to change the way we wear our makeup as we age. But we digress. And now we're going
yeah,
to be back to our final day that we
final
recommend.
day. Okay,
Comfy, schedule nothing. Do you, boo. You do whatever the boo you
ugly day.
want. Ugly
Ugly day.
day if that brings you joy. This was
Yeah.
the day I described in the beginning where I made no plans. I woke up, I texted my girlfriend, asked if she wanted to go for a walk. I went and got a
Mm-hmm.
massage. I came home and I watched a shitload of Honey Wives in bed. And it was just fucking fantastic and exactly what my soul needed. And I need it more.
Yeah. What said already once, but nobody heard it except for you. That I saw this panelist and she talked about doing an ugly day. And I thought that was hilarious. Basically, she's like, you don't do your hair, you don't do your makeup, you don't do anything. You sit in bed, you can wear like whatever you want, you eat in bed. I was like,
Hmm.
I love that. I love that. Like, you know, you imagine in my mind, I don't. In my mind, it's like you're like eating Kentucky Fried Chicken out of a bucket, like in
Oh.
bed with a robe on or something like that.
Oh, yes. Like a face mask on while you're dipping
Yes.
Oreos in milk in bed. Just
Oh
like,
my God.
oh,
Yes.
so cringe and so comfy.
So cringe, but like also the dream, maybe. I'm
It's
not
like the
sure.
dream, the absolute dream. It's like Alex and I every time the kids go to bed and we like just take the carton of ice cream out of the freezer and like two
My
spoons
God.
and just split it in bed.
Yeah. Oh my God. We do it, and I do that more often than not. I actually had to tell him like, so he'll buy like pints of Ben and Jerry's or whatever. And I literally had to tell him, like, okay, dude, like, no more because we can't keep doing this. But it's
Yeah,
like our little
we
thing
can't
that
keep
we'll
meeting
do.
like
Like,
this.
we can't keep meeting like this. We're gonna get diabetes. But it's like a
Oh,
fun thing
yeah.
that we do together as like a couple, and like I'll like bring it up after the kids go to bed, and we'll sit there and we feel like we're like sneaking, but we're just like eating our
Yeah,
ice cream, and it's so cute.
that's the thing because I don't often eat those things when the kids are awake because then they're going to want it.
Correct.
And my kids are psychotic after a little bit of sugar and then they
So
get
are
so
every kid.
wild and then they
Yes.
crash so hard and it's just not worth it. And so we just have to wait till they go to bed to
Yes.
eat ice cream. And my favorite ice cream, I'm pretty sure, is keeping me up at night after we eat it in bed,
Oh
which is so
no.
sad because it's chocolate and chocolate has caffeine and I'm super hypersensitive to caffeine.
Oh God.
It's just like when I go
The
to a
other
restaurant and I want like the chocolate dessert, it always has espresso in it, it feels like, because that's how they make it so rich. And I'm like, you guys are fucking me over. I cannot have this. Can I get a decaf in there?
Can I
Please.
get
I
a
want
decaf
it so
chocolate?
bad. Can I get,
Um,
yeah.
the other day I had this like really, we were supposed to, there was an event at school. It was a polo event, like horses,
Mm,
and it was a
mm.
fundraiser for the school. It was so fun. And we did it last year, and I had a work call, and it was scheduled. They're on different time zones, so the only time they could do it was 5:30 on a Friday, which sucked.
Ugh,
And I was like, it was
God.
like a really big call, right? Like big, big, important call. And I was just like, okay, like I'm just gonna suck it up and do it. And I thought, like, okay, I'll just take the call in the car at the polo match. No big deal, whatever. But then like it became like a really high stress situation. And then I found out that the polo fields like cell service and Wi-Fi is really bad. And I was like,
Mm.
I cannot have this like conversation. And I thought it was gonna go really bad. Turns out it went great, by the way. And
Congrats.
then I was like, okay, it ended up going the complete opposite way that I thought it was gonna go for the good. And anyway, but then I couldn't go to the polo game because they closed the gates at 6. So I was like stuck at home. And then there was part of me that was like, oh, I'm so bummed I don't get to go into the polo and meet the friends and the people and hang out. And then I was like, wait a minute. I'm just here Friday night by myself. And so I like just like took a bottle of wine and like started watching Gilded Age, and it was like the best Friday night I'd had. I just like, sat in my bed and like drank a glass of wine and was like, "Oh my God, I can just sit here and watch Gilded Age." Like I feel bad I'm not with my children and all of these, but also like this is really fun. Really awesome
Yeah.
to just not do anything else.
You
So
made lemonade
we
out of
need more of that.
lemons.
Yeah,
We
we need more
do.
out of
We
that.
just, I am giving every single one of us permission to just like schedule whichever one of these days called to you. Okay, let me refresh your memory on what the
Yeah.
days were. We had get your shit together day. We had an
Yep.
unplug day. We had a be
Yep.
a tourist, take an adventure day. We had
Yep.
a reconnection day, and we had I'm adding have a couples day, and then
Okay.
also a comfy, be ugly, schedule nothing day. And Colleen, which one of these do you feel
Hmm.
like you need next?
Do I need or do I want?
Which one do you want?
I feel
Yeah, which one do you
I
want?
feel like I need the day where you go and do a bunch of the shit.
Get your shit done.
Uh
Hmm.
get your shit done day. What do I want? I want a mix of all of those things. I want a day where I'm gonna like get up, I'm gonna like go to a restaurant or a brunch or a coffee place that maybe I haven't been before, or maybe I'm going to go somewhere that I have been before because I know it's going to be good. That's the other thing that I sometimes fear is like, I don't want to go somewhere new and then it sucks, but that's,
Hmm.
oh, it's a problem. But like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, like maybe let's go, like, go have a coffee at a new place and it's going to be fun. And then I just want to like maybe tootle around and go for a walk and then like maybe come home and like watch some shows on Netflix and like sleep. That sounds great. I think
I know.
that might be it. I don't know.
Okay,
But
so
also like
can
whatever.
can I
Go
challenge
ahead.
you to look at the next? So where are we? We're like mid-October right now. Can I challenge you to look through the end of 2025 and put at least 3 of these days on your calendar? I'll do it too.
Okay, let's
And
do
you
it.
guys in the audience. And I want I want you to comment on this post because Colleen's VA is going to make a reel out of this
I know.
one. And like, I
Yes.
want you guys to comment on this post and tell me the 3 days that you are scheduling between now and the end of 2025 that we talked about today. So get your shit together, unplug, be a tourist and have an adventure, reconnection day, couples day, comfy day. Like comfy, schedule nothing. So I want to know what 3 you guys are going to do between the end of the year and now. I think I'm going to
Or
have
is there something else that we're missing?
yeah, is there
What?
another
Yeah.
day that we're missing
Hmm.
and that we should have on here? Because I feel like if we intentionally scheduled these 6 days, even like one a month, that's twice a year that you're doing each of these things. I bet that you would have a positive impact on your life and your mental health.
Sure. I also like this idea, and I think about this all the time, and I like say it to myself, like you can romanticize your own life. You can like make
Yeah.
things fun. Like I love this idea of like, okay, I'm gonna go to work, but like I'm gonna stop and get like a fun little coffee on the way. And like this is gonna be fun. And look at me having this fun coffee on the way. Or like, doing little things that are like again this idea of like romanticizing your life or like just making your life fun or making little things in your life fun or taking a day to do this like I don't know why we feel like we need to have to say this but like you're allowed like
Right. Well,
you're
what
allowed.
this has me thinking is so I have one set of very nice sheets for my bed. And
Ooh, okay.
I have multiple sets of sheets and we just trade them because there's
Yeah.
I'm not washing them before I put the new sheets on. Why don't I have more of those? Why am I not only sleeping in the nice sheets?
I don't know.
You know what we finally did
I
last week was threw
what?
away. We've got a set of sheets that got like pilly
Yeah.
and they kept finding their way back to my bed, even though I put a note on them that said, okay,
Do
this
not
isn't
use these.
very much a champagne problem. But my cleaner would put them on my
Yeah.
bed, even though I left a note that said, like, these are only for Emmy's bed, because Emmy also has a king. And they kept finding their way back to my bed. And I'm like, fuck, I hate these. So finally, I ripped them off the bed the other day and cut them and threw them away. Like, we're fucking done with these. They're not finding their way back onto my bed. I don't need to sleep in sheets that I'm not comfortable in.
No. No, we don't need to be doing that. I also I find myself in like sometimes and I have to figure out how to work out of this, but like decision not in work, but like decision paralysis at home with things because desperately want new sheets for our bed, but I hate our bed, like not our mattress, but like our bed. And so I'm like,
Mm.
the new sheets that I want don't go with the bed frame thing that we have. So I don't want to
Yeah.
buy them. And then I'm like, so do I need to buy a new bed before I buy the new sheets? But I could just buy the sheets, right?
Yeah, that
Like,
doesn't
duh, don't be
have
an
to
idiot.
match.
But that's where like I get like
Yeah.
decision paralysis on these things, or like I was saying, like I'm like, oh, I really want to like redo my living room. And I'm like, but what couch do like all these things. Just fucking do it. I need to take my own advice. Like, just fucking do it, right? Like, stop being a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't set up these like weird barriers for yourself. Like, my sheets need to match my bed frame. I would like them
Yep.
to, but I also would
And they
like
will
to
at
just
some
like,
point.
yeah, they will.
Yeah. It doesn't have to, not
And
everything has
it's,
to happen at the same time. You can baby step your way to the bed of your dreams.
oh, yeah,
You know,
I
I'm going to
am
call
an
Rachel
all or
out right
nothing
now.
girl.
Rachel has trouble with pulling the trigger to buy things. She has a lot of guilt around spending money. And
Yeah.
literally, we get to points where I'm like, just hand me your fucking phone. And I just order cart for her. She's like, just do it. I can't do it. Just do it. I'm like, give me your phone. I'm
Oh my
ordering you
God.
all of these things.
Oh my God. Yeah. I
Because
mean,
it's that thing where, like, would you tell your best friend she can't have those sheets until she gets a bed? No, of course not. I mean,
right.
this thing of like, would you treat your best friend this way? It translates in so many places. Like, I would tell my best friend, just order another set of the sheets that you like and like put the rest of
Yes.
them away. You don't have to have the rest of them.
You don't have to like be uncomfortable unnecessarily if you have like the means to do it. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like,
Or like the cords behind my TV. There is a simple, inexpensive fix for that. Why the fuck have I not just done the simple, inexpensive fix? Or like
I don't
that project,
know.
like you're talking about, like the baseboard and da da da. I know you
Hmm.
have a handyman. Just call the handyman. If you can
I
afford it,
know.
just call the handyman. I finally, one of my friends was out of work. And so I've been pushing him into being a handyman. And I'm like, you know what? You could start at my house. We remodeled our bedroom and added a closet like 2 years ago, and we've not yet painted the exterior of it, the walls we added. So I was like, can you come over and paint this? I've been living without screens on my primary bedroom and on my 2 front windows. I'm like, could you come replace my screens? Could you paint this room? I just gave him a handful of things, and I'm like, you need the money and I need these things done, and my husband will never do them. So
Yeah.
please, like, why are we
Okay.
waiting? We get one beautiful life.
I don't know, man.
Why are we waiting to have the life
It's
we
so
want?
funny. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
There's
That's the
no
end of the
reason.
podcast. Yeah, just keep
That's it, you
that's
guys.
it.
Mic
That's
drop.
yeah.
I'm just gonna boom, mic
Aw.
drop.
Don't drop your
Here,
earbuds though, because it
I'll drop the AirPod that fucked me over earlier.
oh my
Oh, you
God.
guys,
Oh,
you're fucking
okay.
doing it right, and you're doing it well, and you're doing it, and you're doing it every day, and you're showing up, and we're fucking proud of you. So
Yeah,
put
we
that in
really
your
are.
pipe
And
and
also
smoke it.
like love on yourself and give yourself the love and attention and care that you give everybody else.
Yep.
Right?
All right. Thanks for
Okay.
being here, friends. We'll see you next week. Keep doing it right.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's a wrap. Thank you for joining us on this journey of laughter, life, and growth. And remember, you're not alone on this path to success. We're right here with you every step of the way. Please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And if you found value in today's conversation, we'd be thrilled if you would leave us a review on your favorite platform. Your feedback means the world to us. And don't forget to share this podcast with your friends, family, and anyone who could use a good laugh and some practical insight into navigating the challenges and triumphs of our minds, body, soul, and business. Remember, we're doing this right.